Please consider my voice as his. I'm Noah Seaback.
Yep.
A non-speaking autistic. My humanity and potential have been questioned and underestimated my entire life. My differences were considered deficits. Collaboration with those who embraced my competence and neurodiversity enabled me to rise up towards wholeness and fulfillment. I believe that every non-speaker deserves this opportunity for their individual journey to be nurtured and encouraged. Welcome to Spurt, where neurodiversity thrives. Our mission, propelling non-speaking autistics to overcome, grow, and thrive through partnering. The problem. Non-speaking, minimally speaking, and unreliably speaking autistics have limited opportunity to participate in their own well-being, yet encounter many challenges and obstacles that are inherent to autism and specific to the individual profiles. Proposed support techniques and strategies lack insight from the neurodiverse perspective. Peer contact and encouragement are also lacking for many non-speakers, especially concerning autism-specific issues. With parents and family as primary support, many non-speakers need a bridge that offers their family access to an objective autistic point of view. If support for fluent communication is lacking, access to mentoring is very problematic. Our solution. As a non-speaking autistic myself, I have lived experience facing and overcoming the shared challenges and obstacles of autism. My neurodiverse perspective allows shared empathy and expertise with potential strategies and solutions. As a young adult, I'm uniquely positioned to partner as both a peer mentor and an advocate to family members. Drawing on my own tumultuous journey, I can support others through theirs. My communication regulation partner is a registered spelling to communicate practitioner and occupational therapist who can readily support my clients' communication and regulation. I've had the honor of partnering with some incredible non-speakers and their families. This is some of their feedback. Need someone who will have the utmost compassion for you and your struggles? Look no further. Noah's compassion and understanding knows no limits. Having his guidance has been such a gift. The one and only Noah really gets it. That's from a non-speaker. Noah is our hero. If it hadn't been for his tireless advocacy for my son to have a voice and for me to change my entire perspective and approach, then we would both still be living in darkness. Noah is patient and kind, but also relentless in his pursuit of advocating for others who have been pushed to the sidelines of life. And that's from a parent of a non-speaker. Noah's great mentoring has helped me realize and see my full potential. He has helped me see what a difference I make in the lives of other people. We are all God's children and serve a different purpose. Noah is good to talk from one guy to another. And that's from another non-speaker. You'll see my goals moving forward, from humble beginnings to empowering non-speakers worldwide. Thanks to the i2i team and contributors, I have a running start and a clear vision of how to get to where I'm going. So in closing, I'm incredibly grateful to Artie and the mission of Synergy's work. This mission is being realized in real time for me through i2i. The caliber of the i2i program would benefit any beginning entrepreneur, challenges or not. This is refreshing and has been stimulating to participate. All speakers and resources have been both respectful and informative. I've come away appreciative to have honed my purpose and to now be less intimidated by this venture. Many thanks.
Share it.
Thank you, Noah and David, for sharing this for him.
We did have one of our Q&As were the goals, and just wanted to get some feedback on that after we get just feedback about the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you
Yeah. Sorry.
start sharing that? Absolutely, we can do that. Any feedback, questions, answers for Noah?
I was typing in the chat. Noah's website is called Spurt, or which is the non-speaking autistic website.
That's the name of his business, Solange, Spurt.
So it's www.spurt.com.
He hasn't yet built his website. Okay.
Noah, would you forward that to me?
Yeah. So here are some questions here in the chat box for you, Noah. I think Sue is asking, will you be offering your services in person or online or both?
Both.
Both. Okay. Joyce Tran wants to connect with you and she has some thoughts, so please do that. And that's from Peter. Awesome job, Daniel says. Personal for me, Deborah is writing, and my minimally speaking son, thank you for all you do and will do. That's really nice.
No, said thank you.
Any feedback on Noah's goals that he had shared? Yeah, anyone? Okay, we can talk about it definitely. Noah later, and we can work on that. I don't want to take a break only because we might lose our guests. So let's go ahead if we can. Hi, Hadley, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. So I appreciate it, Deborah. Yeah. Is there anybody else, any feedback for Noah till we can move forward? Okay, so let's go to Mary, and I will be sharing her presentation. Mary, are you there? Yep.
I'm here.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Mary Salela, and I am with Synergy's Work. I'm an entrepreneur. My business is called Skits Revelations. It is called Skits Revelations because it links to my mental health. And the logo of my apparel, it's apparel. It's called I Am Valued Too. It is called I Am Valued Too for many reasons. This is a picture where it says coming together causes no broken hearts that I created. I drew it. And it's basically okay. So hold on for a second. I'm pulling it up. I will create apparel with my paintings and statements to make people feel valued and seen. Problem and valuation propositions. Problems. There is a huge lack of acceptance of all people that are considered different, including people that are disabled and labeled mentally ill. Problem proposition. Building a clothing line. Hold on, I can't see the whole thing. Building a clothing line that enables people feeling singled out in the world and or have some type of disability to be proud to who they are. Allowing people with or without disabilities to acknowledge that they are limitless to all achievements if they believe in themselves. Goals. Test market t-shirts with my art in Atlanta in the next 1 year. Raise funding for expand my advocacy to reach my business. This is a painting that I created. It is to protect children and women against abuse, all types of abuse. Yeah, so looking ahead, what is working? I am an accomplished artist. I am a mental health advocate. I am a member of NAMI. What needs to be unstuck? I need to build my credit to become financially secure. I need to raise money to test market my business. I need someone to believe in me. Thank you so much. I would like to thank all the people that has helped me during these years. I'd like to thank Synergy's work and Artie Segal and all the people that has helped her teach us about business. I'd like to thank the Holy Comforter and my team with ACR, all the people that were motivating and with kind words. This has helped me through my journey. Thank you.
Awesome. Great, beautiful work, Mary. And Deborah also says, we believe in you, Mary. Your artwork is beautiful. Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Christopher Burke, great work. Any feedback, any thoughts for Mary, how she can move forward? You know, one of the things that I'm constantly hearing from everybody is the financial mobility is so important and having that financial literacy. So we will be doing a session on building credit ratings for you and building your credit score later this year. What is Holy Comforter, Mary?
Holy Comforter is a church that helps people that are disabled like me. They have painting exhibits. They have many other things that causes people to feel worthy that are disabled like I am. I am mentally ill. It also causes people to learn different ways to cope with their mental illness, like painting, sculpting. I actually sculpt sometimes when I get the chance. I sculpt 2 swans and woodwork.
There's a question here, Mary, for you from Hadley. Great work. Will you sell your products online or in person?
I will sell them both whenever I get the chance. When COVID-19 gets completely over, I would like to have exhibits or just sell them whenever I get the chance outside. And online with Shopify as well.
Okay. Any other questions for Mary? So Mary has a clear idea on how much she wants to invest on her test marketing her idea, right, Mary?
Yeah, so far I was thinking about I was going to save for at least 5 months and save up 500, and I will test market my t-shirts. It's apparel, it's a whole line, but it'll be t-shirts
To
so
begin
far
with,
at
right.
first.
Yeah, awesome. That answers a question that was there. How many items? So she begins with t-shirts and then build on the other products as she goes forward. Great message, Mary. Joyce says needs to be heard. Great work. Okay, so we will move on to, thank you, Mary. Our next presenter is that Peter? Peter An? Yeah. You can turn it here to first. Yeah, that's great, Peter. I'm going to mute myself. Go ahead, Peter.
Oh, this is not moving.
We can hear you. Peter, speak.
It's not moving. We're gonna stop sharing. Is a reshare again. Okay.
Teresa, we can hear you. Go ahead.
I don't know what is. I can move it. Oh, okay. Okay, Peter.
Thank you, Synergy Work, for being able to grow a lot with i2i business program. Also, all mentors and attendees. Let me introduce my company, Frog Art by Peter An. Hi, my name is Peter An. I am the founder of Frog Art by Peter An. My business slogan is I can jump. It's bringing joy and hope to people of all ages through my art. I make people believe in the magic of art. I think my art reflects my unique perspective of the world. This is Turtle. It's slow as like me, but the one final, he won. Due to the pandemic, kids who should be freely playing and socializing with their peers are stuck at home. So kids are experiencing a high level of stress and anxiety. Many are unhappy, some are depressed. In these stressful times, how do we inspire and engage children while spreading joy? How do we engage them to read books? I want to inspire and spread joy through my art and encourage them to jump high for their goals, go beyond expectations. I am like a frog that jumps, but you don't know how high. Through my beautiful, unique art, children can experience more peace and comfort in their hearts. They will find more joy as they see such beauty. Observing art has the power to distract people from their worries and significantly reduce stress. I have a network of people who know my art. However, I want to expand that network, especially as I aspire to become an illustrator. Through my art, I want to bring true joy to many people. I want to grow financially stable so I can live on independent life and contribute financially to society. What is working? I enjoy drawing and I do it every single day. I continue to study art and improve my art skills through lessons and a variety of other means. My networks. What needs to be unstuck? I need authors with whom I can collaborate so I can illustrate for them. I need someone who can help me understand the content of the books that are written. I want to restore people's faith in themselves and in community. Thank you, Synergy Work, for your love and support. And I sincerely thank Ms. Sharon Chung for translating my mother's language into English. 감사합니다. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. That was really nice. So yeah, Peter, and I have known Peter now for I don't know how many years, 8 years. To see him make this presentation makes my heart so happy. This was awesome, Peter. So yes, Peter is looking for some leads, some thoughts on how to connect with authors, children's books, so that he can do the illustrations for them. And that's what he wants to do. That's his goal. So any help, any resources would be really helpful. Sue has already said that, Teresa, you need to connect with Sue. She wants to include his artwork in the 3 Basketeers. And great work, Peter. Arjun says, Peter Tran writes poetry. Maybe you can illustrate some of it so he can make note cards. Maybe email you. Yes, Joyce, you should please do email. You can copy me on that email since, or Sharon, who works supporting Peter. We can also want to print of that sea turtle. Yes, that print of sea turtle is available on Synergy's Works website. You can order it. Love your art, Peter. Hadley says, I expect you to leap to new heights. Daniel, great. Wow. Everybody loves your illustrations, Peter. Any thoughts, any suggestions, feedback for Peter? Your work is magic. That's what Deborah is saying. So you have some leads right here, Peter, with Sue and with Joyce, who might be interested in collaborating. Okay, that's awesome.
Will Peter create his artworks and someone would like to make the story?
Yeah, if you know someone, please do that.
Okay.
So we have next is Peter Tran and Joyce.
Peter typed this. He typed, "Hi everyone. First want to thank everyone here for listening, and especially Artie and Synergy's work for all your great presentations and support. I love being a part of this community of people joining together to encourage one another to make our individual positive contributions. Mom will speak for us, and I can answer questions in the chat."
Thank you, Peter. All yours.
Okay. Okay, so can everyone hear me okay? All right, so the name of our business is Honoring Every Voice Life Coaching. And our website is actually petertranlifecoach.com. It will be up in about a couple of weeks. Our team is Peter and Joyce. Our mission is we champion neurodiverse individuals by helping them develop their personal visions and reach their full potential through peer life coaching for one who has walked the path. In addition to being credentialed life coaches, our expertise in cognitive, social, and emotional development enables us to tailor our approach to each individual's profile. Most importantly, we have real life experience in dealing with the challenges of neurodiversity. Peers open up more to a peer, and parents connect more to another parent who understands. What's the problem and how can we contribute to the solution? The CDC estimates that 1 in 54 children have autism, and many of them are growing into young adults and continue to have communication and social difficulties. Who can help these teens and young adults successfully transition into a meaningful, more independent life with school services and at 22 years old? Life coaching, an exploding $2 billion industry, has proven efficacy. It reduces stress in young people. It improves student engagement and hope. And ASD college students specifically cite individual coaching and help from peers with ASD as their most beneficial intervention. We need more life coaches for young people with ASD, especially peer coaches who can understand and relate. So what are our goals? What do we try to accomplish through peer life coaching? Well, we support teens and young adults to help them become more successful in and out of school and in their chosen career path, to grow and develop their cognitive, social, and emotional capacities, to discover their strengths and values, develop identity and personal vision, to learn to adopt a positive growth mindset to serve them lifelong, and be motivated to create their own executable plan to move their lives forward. And actually, when you go on our website, eventually you'll see that we have series that we've created for people who have, I mean, all of them involve social and emotional learning and support, but for people who have different focuses that they want, such as for students who want to improve their academic performance, for people trying to create person-centered plans for their service coordinators or for self-determination, which is a big program we're having here in California, for people who want to learn how to use creative writing and daily journaling in their emotional regulation processes, because he's a very prolific writer and an award-winning writer. And also we have series for both for parallel coaching for the child and the parent, so that the parent has a chance to also receive some nurturing as well. So looking ahead, What's working for us? Well, we've had a lot of experience now, both coaching neurotypical and neurodiverse individuals, including nonverbal clients requiring intense supports and their families, um, but also people with moderate and mild autism. We have we've coached one-on-one and also in small group interactive settings through a private church, school, and autism community support group funding, and in single problem-solving sessions or multi-session series to promote social emotional learning, person-centered plans, and to improve academic performance. And what we need to move forward is to get more clients, as we need to expand our marketing from word of mouth in our local community to a larger audience. We also could really use grant money for scholarships, as most families dealing with ASD are already really taxed financially from a lifetime of trying to meet their children's challenges and needs, which are often overwhelming. This is a sample of some of our testimonials. Peter's really made an impact. We're so grateful to have him in our lives. He's inspiring, patient, perfect coach for H. That's the mom of a high school student with behavioral challenges and nonverbal. Jay tells me sessions really help give him insight into his thoughts and feelings, yet it really feels natural and fun, like four friends chatting together. That's a mom of a ninth grader with ASD requiring intensive support. And Peter regularly exhibits grace and professionalism while steering the conversation into a penetrating direction. He easily picks up on areas where I feel uncertain and has effortlessly impacted all to help me introspect more deeply and understand concrete steps toward my goals. And this was actually a person going into medical school. When I asked Peter, what is it that he wants to offer his clients, he summarized it like this. We all more excellently discern what we want and get the support we need with collaborative discussion. I hope I can help others clarify their thoughts as a coach. Life coaching is all about engaging the heart. So people who feel lost can have a sounding board who can help them find themselves in their direction. The rest is a dance to feel their lead and help them moving in that direction. Our mission is for every voice to be heard, honored, and nurtured. Thank you very much, and we're open to any questions.
Thank you, Joyce and Peter, for that. It's a dance, she says. Very well said. Any thoughts, any feedback for Joyce and Peter? How are you currently marketing, Joyce? Would you like to share that?
Well, we are right now, most of our clients come through by word of mouth. So through our connections with the Autism Network, then it's people who know us, and then they come to us usually for particular questions, and then that expands into longer interactions. And also through my medical practice, because my practice is to take care of the mental and physical health of individuals with developmental disabilities and their families. So Peter helps me with the mental health piece for that, and does peer life coaching through my practice.
So here's a thought for both Noah and for Peter. Would it help to talk to schools and see if this is a service that you can provide to the children there?
We did, we need to talk about that more. I think we reached out to our high school, but they didn't want a parent involved because they felt like with peer life coaching that the peers really don't need that. And since Peter needs me for communication support, that was a barrier. But we should be, I have reached out to our special needs director, but he's kind of, really busy in his very directed points of view with
Okay.
results. So he's-
So try and see that. I don't know, Nadine, maybe private schools here, they might be open to this.
that's an idea. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so AJ wants to know, how long have you coached?
Okay. Peter received his International Coaching Federation credential last month, which was, he's the first person in the entire world who's nonverbal to receive it. And he coached for about a year and a half before then to get enough hours to qualify to apply. So we've been doing this for almost 2 years, when we started about 2 years ago.
Daniel has a question. Is it true that you received a degree from UCLA?
Peter has been accepted to UCLA to the psychology department. He has a year deferment to try and train communication partners because his school aide will not be going with him, of course, because she's with the school. So after that, he can start there in their psychology department.
Awesome. Okay, any other questions for Peter and Joyce? Way to go, Peter. Amazing accomplishments for anyone. Joyce, have you thought of contacted the autism centers in Atlanta?
I'm not sure how to go about doing that. So far everything that we have done has just been word of mouth. I don't know how to do this, I'm in the same boat as Noah in terms of not familiar with the network in a while.
So Deborah is already volunteering, and she's saying I can assist with connecting if you would like. So both Noah and Joyce, I would love to connect you to Deborah.
Oh yeah, sure. And yeah, and no, we do have some connections with some private schools that do have spellers that attend them, and that are open to that. But yeah, for a broader base, sure, that'd be great.
Okay, awesome. Would be happy to do that. Okay, yep, that's good. And then finally we have, we'll move on if it's all right to Solange. Solange, would you like to share your screen and make? We can't. You have to unmute yourself, Solange. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. My presentation will be on Elite Music Studio. Hi, my name is Solange Lord, and I am passionate about music. I am the owner of Elite Music Studio, and am working to expand my business in the local and metro areas and open the world of music to more children and teens. I focus on singing and piano lessons and offer private, face-to-face, or virtual classes. Please keep me in mind when they are looking for a skilled, patient, and caring music instructor. My vision statement is to open the world of music one melodious note at a time. This is my logo. My value and problem proposition says that elite music exists to provide effective and affordable music lessons for beginning children and teens. The goals are to provide music instruction to people in the local community. The focus will be on teens and children, network to meet others and collaborate with them on music. The 5 whys, let's say 5 W's of looking ahead. What you need to work on and what needs to be unstuck. What? Thriving professional teacher. Where? Local metro area and stand-alone building. When? 5 to 10 year plan. Why? Love to see the love of music ignite in children. Who? Beginners and teens, 5 years old and up, in performing arts. How? Obtain the Master of Arts of Teaching in Music, the closing is, in essence, music pedagogy champions a child or teen's confidence and sensation through the performing arts practice to discover and harmonize rhythm and melody through one beat per one note to another. I'd like to thank i2i Synergy's work for supporting my business and my mother for helping me setting up this final presentation.
Thank you, Solange. That was great. I'm going to pick up some of the comments in the chat box for you. Sue says she loves the logo much better than the yellow lettering, and I agree with her. Joyce loved the way you narrowed your mission statement. Lovely presentation. Yes, definitely. It has been narrowed down. You have been able to focus now, which is your target audience. Yeah, any other feedback to Solange? You know, I have a question, Solange. You put in your goal for 5 to 10 years, right? That you want to have a standalone building in which you will teach music to little children and young adults.
Oh, yes. So I'd like to serve beginners and intermediates.
Yes.
Then
So
work my way up to
5 to 10 years, you have said. Break down your goal into next 3 years, 1 year, and 6 months. Till you are able to find a standalone building, what do you intend to, what are your goals? So break down your goals into more measurable time frame. Okay, that's my feedback. Daniel says that you will be a great music teacher. Any other feedback to Solange? Joyce, you want to put a jump in? Thanks. You have a great night teaching space as is. Solange, nice not to have extra expenses. That is Joyce's feedback. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think we have done an awesome job. I am so grateful to all of you. Ashish, would you like to say something?
So at my work, we do something similar where we have 10 CEOs on a call and everyone kind of goes around and says, this is where I need help. And someone comes to help them. This is exactly what everyone is doing here during the presentation. And I just found it very refreshing. So all of you CEOs and founders sitting here, great job helping each other and also finding ways to help yourself. So just a lot of fun to hear everyone saying, oh, I've got this connection, I can help here, and that's how you build companies. So fantastic.
I agree. You know, this is just the beginning of the work, and so grateful to everybody who joined us today, who have been here since 11 o'clock, who have jumped in, jumped out. And thank you, Jeff, for joining, Deborah, Arjun. Tootle is also part of the i2i, and I know he is on a different timeline doing a lot of things, but he has a neat program project going. Mike is here. He's also part of the i2i, but has his some other things on his plate, so therefore could not make a presentation.
I do notice Deborah wanted to say a few.
Yeah, please, Deborah.
I do. Thank you, Artie, first of all, for inviting me. This has been amazing. And I apologize for not being able to join any of the i2i sessions earlier in the year. I've shared with Artie the issues I've had this year, but things are looking up, thank goodness. What I would like to do, Artie, is request the presentations. I'd like to share them or portions of them, whatever you think is appropriate, that I could share with our Thrive ERG members. You know, we've got about, actually over 600 now. And those include employees in legal, sales, marketing, communications, our printing facilities, IT, which would be app developers, web designers, human resources, finance, tax professionals, accounting, the list goes on and on. So there were a lot of things that I saw slides for the what needs to be unstuck that our employee resource group members would love to volunteer their time to do, which I think would be, you know, of great value to all of you, especially, you know, with a lot of things related to your websites or sales or marketing, finance, those kinds of things. So if appropriate and if okay with everybody, you know, we'll get your permission, you know, Artie, and you can get it from each of the people on the call, permission to do that. I'd also like to share it with our senior leadership. And then, you know, we can send that out to not only our employees who could help, but their family members or people in their community, some of our other community partners. I have a huge list that I've made during the meeting. I've got to go back so I can make sure I can read it all in the future. But you know, anything we can do, just let me know, Artie, if that's okay.
Yes, absolutely. We are going to put it up on our website. All these presentations are going to go up on our on our website so that everybody can access them, read them, and connect with these awesome business owners. And as they go forward, we will, over this span of whole year, I would love to have that conversation, Deborah, how we can bring in those resources that you're talking in, not only for this current cohort, but there are the first cohort also. And we can do that. This is awesome. Great resource.
Great. Thank you
so much, Deborah. I'm so glad to hear your voice, and I hope you keep well now.
Thank you. You also.
Yeah. Before I end, I have just a fun thing to share. You know, generally when we do these community gatherings in person, I always have a ball of wool, which I take one end and I throw the ball to the next person, and then they throw it to the next person, and every person who gets it has to say one word to end the meeting in how they capture that today's gathering. So just one word, how you feel today. Okay, and with that we will end today's session. That does not mean that we are not meeting. We are meeting next on June 2nd again for our LinkedIn profiles to be going up so that we can connect professionally with all the awesome guests that we have met in the past. So I'm going to start with my one word and I'll pass it on to someone and that person will say that one word. Okay, for me, this meeting was inspiring and I will throw it to